Okay, here we are. We're gonna start doing videos on running in Alaska. It's my first video. I'm gonna get out there, and next time I get on there, we're gonna be outside running in Alaska. This is running in Fairbanks. So here it is, running in Fairbanks, Alaska. My gear selection. For today, I picked Hoka Uno Evo Jaws 2. They are a really grippy shoe. I got my first layer of tights on, and then I put on a pair of Sport Hill coverings, and then an Under Armour cold weather shirt, and then I'm going to be picking a Patagonia. Okay, so here it is. Out here running, got my stuff on. This trail is normal. This is just a bike path. Making my way over there in the distance to University of Alaska. We're here at Fairbanks. This here's a bike path only in the summer. Normally they plow this. We had a storm around Christmas time, and today's like January 14th or 15th, whatever it is. It's not plowed, but a snow machine went over it. So we're able to, it's pretty hard to pack. And there's Jack. Hey Jack, come here. Jack, speak. Hey, speak. There's Jack saying hi. He's my running partner right now. Very good running partner. He loves to run out here. Jack's equipment is he has a collar and a rabies tag, and I got a leash for him. He's pretty simple. He hates dog booties or coats or anything on him. It's about 5 degrees, and pretty sure that pretty cold out. Not real cold. Put my first layer on. I'm gonna try to run this thing. I haven't really learned how to use this thing. I'm still starting running a little bit. It's pretty good, pretty firm under my feet. Really, there's cars going by. It's a highway right there. Don't like running here, but making my way up to the trails up there by the university. We got a lot of trails around Fairbanks. There's some surrounding hills that got some really good trails on them. Up in the distance, you can't see, it's a little foggy on this thing, but it's Esther Dome. That's a little hill that's about, I think, 2,300 feet or 2,200 feet tall. Spend a lot of time with that in the summer. Trail yard right here. Not trail yard, but train yard. Jack's just having a time. He always is like this. I think he runs, if I run 10 miles, he runs 30. He's in really good shape. All right, well, we'll pick it back up. This is video number 1 of running in Fairbanks, Alaska. I will pick it back up when I get up to the trails up there by the University of Fairbanks. All right. Here we're a little deeper on the route. Right here around Fairbanks, just had a fresh snow machine go over this. These things make trails, but when it's fresh and they go over it, your feet really sink in like that, and it's kind of like post hole. I really like running out here. This is still by the road. We got probably another 1.5 miles, 2 miles before we get to the trail. I've come maybe 2 miles right now. It's a little bit rough footing right now, a little time consuming. It's like running on a beach with about 6 inches of sand. It's the best way I can explain it. But like I say, it's nice out and I'm enjoying it, and we'll take it for a little preview. This trail here, I mean, like I say, normally it's a bike path in the summer. It's not really a trail. It's paved. I don't know why they haven't plowed it yet. Normally they plow this. There's a few of these they plow in Fairbanks. This is one of them. When they plow it, it's kind of, well, this is nice too, but if you're running on Fairbanks, you love to run on trails. At least I do, but trails selection gets mighty thin in the winter time. We get quite a bit of snow here The thing about it is it never melts till like April, May, mostly May. Sometimes in April. It's usually gone by the end of May. Right now we're in January, so got a ways to go with snow, and every time it snows it just keeps piling up. That last dump we had around Christmas, oh, it was, depending on where you were, here in town it was probably like 10 to 12 inches. Before that it rained, or during that, so about 10-12 inches below all that snow you see out there, there's a layer of ice about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. Did a number on our roads around here. I don't know if I can show you that highway the cars are driving on. It's a layer of ice, and they've been, when you're driving, they've been scraping on that, and it's a pretty rough road actually. This here right here is the place called Flowline that fabricates pipe for, you know, Trans-Alaska Pipeline, for companies that work up there. This is where they store a lot of their pipe. The rail yard's right there. We're still running beside the rail yard. We got, oh, gonna keep going, and then hopefully this trail is still pretty soft. Take a little while, but hopefully get through this and pick you up whenever I get up to the university. Here we are. We made it to the, had to change batteries in cold weather. I guess 5 degrees above Fahrenheit. It's too cold for this thing. It's a cold little battery. Just got this GoPro. My wife got it for me for my birthday. So we're at the University of Alaska. I got my headlamp on. So up here in Alaska, in Fairbanks anyhow, we have mostly dark in the winter. Right now it's getting light around 9:30, 10 a.m. Gets dark around 4 or so. Maybe it's around 4:30 right now. Maybe 5, I don't know. Pretty slow going to here. We're on that path. We're about getting close to 4 miles on our journey here. Coming up, getting up to the trails up here by the UAF, University of Fairbanks, that is. Jack's loving it. He thinks it's really warm. He pretty good dog. This I'm gonna record this till this goes dead. So up here in Alaska, one thing we gotta worry about here is moose. And we got a fair amount of snow now here in the Fairbanks area, probably like around 30 inches. Like I say, it never melts. So the moose are wanting to get where they can walk easier, and typically it's on a trail or something that's been broke down. So that is the biggest danger, is besides cold weather, is a moose in the winter. I think they're big, especially if it's a moose that's a cow that has a baby, or even 2 babies. I believe if it's more than one moose, you call them meese. Makes sense to me. Like a goose and geese. Alright, well, there's the UAF power plant right over there. And then that's a place called the Patty Center. And I don't know the name of this road right here, but it leads up to the hill over there. This they plow the trail is pretty good around UAF. I'm gonna put Jack on his leash here in a minute. He knows when that's time. He'll get up beside that road and come back to me. Yes, he likes to be on his leash too. And if there's a lot of people around, I'll put him on his leash. He thinks, well, on the trail, I generally just let him run. Up here, I really got to watch out for the moose. He comes back pretty good. So, right now, getting up here to this road that leads up to the trails up here. It's about 4 miles from my house to get here up where the trail is. Another half mile to go up there on the hill. You probably can't. All right, Jack, you ready to get on your leash? Hey, okay, you gotta calm down, buddy. Hey, hey, sit down. Jack, sit. Good boy. All right, crazy man. All right, Jack's on his leash now. Well, okay, I'm looking around here. Pretty nice out. We don't get many in January typically in Fairbanks. It's pretty chilly. It's a pretty nice day. Jack got across the road, icy road here. Yeah, get across the road. I gotta situate. Pretty sure that Jack, you gotta heal. Alright, here we go. There's Jack down there on the side. He's a pretty good dog. Yeah, it's the Patty Center to the right. That's where the practice for the hockey team. The games are in a different spot now. They have basketball games at the gym right there. And then there's a workout center on the far end. It's, I'm not quite sure how many people go to the University of Fairbanks. I know with all the COVID stuff, it's probably some kind of effect here. Okay, it's called the University of Fairbanks Nanooks. The name of their teams. I believe they got a volleyball team, a basketball team, men's and women's, a hockey team, a rifle team. That rifle team's doing pretty good. I think they've been in the Olympics and stuff. I think they won gold, actually. Over there in the distance, they made this rock wall. They put ice all over it. So, it's like the ice climbing right now. So generally, during the week, I would like to run 3 to 4 times a week. I do have a race coming up at the end of March. It's in Utah. It's called Behind the Rocks. Then I signed up for the Superior 100 fall race. It was a lottery. And then the 15th, which is, I believe, today, the lottery closes. And then we find out if you're accepted in the next week or 2. I have no idea how many people signed up for that. That one's in Minnesota. I'm trying to do a ultra in all 50 states. I think I've got, I don't know, 20 of them done. Just most recently completed the Georgia Jewel. That race was pretty tough, but really enjoyed it. I like to do those 100 milers. My goal is to do it without a pacer. I just think it's more real. And these are drop bags. And then crewing, my wife comes with me. And she's pretty good, but Georgia Jewel, we had our 2 granddaughters with us. And I missed a couple of the aid stations, which was fine because I had my drop bag. So pretty sure when you do a 100 miler, they got drop bags. You can make that thing happen. It's all mental anyhow, mostly. Well, the training you definitely got to do, but the mental game is where that is, I believe. I'm about to make it up to this little hill here. I'm gonna be to the trail, so some of this battery's gonna go dead. That last battery didn't last, but I don't know how long it was. I just kept trying to turn it off and on. I've never done this before. Running with a GoPro. It's kind of just unique, I guess. Not unique, but new for me. UF's got a greenhouse up on the hill. They grow stuff in the winter. So we're heading up this hill. I don't know if it looks like a hill on the camera. It's not a very big hill either. But we're gonna get on the other side of the road. This road's got all that rain on it, and they gravel it up and stuff. Pretty ruddy though, especially our highways. Like traveling around a bunch of speed bumps. That rain was kind of crazy. Like it's kind of we generally have some rain throughout the winter, not like that. At the time, my wife and me were stuck in Anchorage. It didn't cancel our flight. We were traveling with Jack, and a bunch of flights got canceled to Seattle. This is the day after Christmas, and then we had a dog. We had to get in line. Our flight was boarding. We were a 2-hour-long line to Anchorage Airport. Needless to say, we didn't get to make it home that day. The good part was we got to spend a couple more days with our 4-year-old granddaughter. That was pretty fun. She's a pretty special little girl. I have 3 grandchildren. Grandson and 2 granddaughters. And my son's wife is currently on the way with another little girl. Pretty exciting. I don't know if you can even see anything with the light. There's over there. That's, if you can see that hill with the lights on, that's Chena Ridge. Dome's now hidden. We're about up to where the trails are up here. And pretty nice out for this time of year. Well, 5 degrees. I have one extra layer on my head, but I almost need it off, but it's almost too cold to take it off. And that's 5 degrees above 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Negative something. There goes a car. That's a room. Nice of them. So for a living, I work in the plumbing and pipe fitting industry. More in the plumbing and heating end, I should say. There's a lot of pipe fitting work up here in the Prudhoe Bay area. Here we are on the last little section of trail. One of my colleagues work up there. Last time I was up there, I was an apprentice many years ago in the early 90s. I work work for a company here in town. I've been with them since almost 1999. So we've been watching these YouTube videos, particularly to watch this young couple. There's Trent and Allie. They've been building a house. They struggle a little bit here and there. Their videos are pretty good. If you haven't checked them out, you should. They live in Utah. I don't know where in Utah, on some mountain. Well, we're going to Utah for a race in Moab. I have no idea. I've never been. Well, in the Salt Lake City. That 50 miles called Behind the Rocks. Up here in Fairbanks, we got, I think 3 ultras, think. We have maybe 4 in the immediate area. A couple of them are in the winter. One in the summer is held up here on this hill we're running to. And it's a looped course and timed. You can pick a 6-hour, 12-hour, 24-hour. I believe it's called the Alaska Trail Endurance Run. And it's a 6-mile loop. I didn't say that. Then there's another 50-miler around Fairbanks. It's out in Angel Rocks. It's called Drew's 50-miler. Sadly, Drew passed away a couple, 3 years ago. He was a very good runner. Here we are up to the trail. Looks pretty good. I don't see a moose or anything. I don't know if you can slide enough to see anything. I'll turn my headlamp on. That's one thing in the dark. Fairbanks in the winter, you gotta run with a headlamp. Take Jack off his leash. There you go, Jack. He knows where we're going too. We run this loop quite often. So, as you can see, this is a little bit groomed. They groom these trails up here at the UAF. It's quite nice. They also, most of the trails up here are used for cross-country skiing. You gotta stay off those because they groom them. I ski a little bit myself. It's a pretty fun sport too. So, heading up gotta go over in here. Oh, there's a marathon here in Fairbanks called Equinox Marathon. It goes up the Esther Dome. So, a little bit rough here. I don't know if this light helps in here now. I guess let's see. I'm gonna go to this hill. We have this other. People that make the tracks and keep making all this fat biking down here, around here. It's pretty getting bigger and bigger around here. My wife actually has a fat bike. She comes with me sometimes. Jack's way up there. In a minute, we're going to go to the ski trails. So get Jack beside me. I don't see any moose sign. Yeah, not here anyhow. Well, about the top of the hill here. Get close anyhow. Okay, they got lights on up here for some of these ski trails, which is pretty nice. Jack, come here. Hey, come here. Jack. Heel. Heel. So, there's the ski trails. Jack, come here. I didn't say to go heel, buddy. Heel. Satellite dish. There's a Jack, come here. Heel. Hey. Stay with me, bud. No. Come here. Heel. This trail is, let's say, right now, about halfway through this loop, maybe. This trail goes, we're not going to go as far as this trail goes right now. Pick it up on another video. I'm pretty sure it's really warm out. I mean, when I left it was 5 degrees, but man, it's warm. Jack, get over here. Heel. Just gets a little rambunctious. It says down here he can't run free. There's some skiing trails. He's got to stay on the trail run. Come to this junction here, and then so there's a moose right there laying in the middle of the trail, and that's the problem with up here running is I don't know if you can see that moose over there. He's definitely, we don't get any closer than that. We're probably about 200 feet away from it. If you can make it out, its ears are poking up. Anyhow, that's what you get running in Alaska right there. Be careful then. We're Jack, get over here. I gotta get Jack with me. Hey, you got a heel, bud. His attention span, he just wants to go, go, go. If I could get him in a 100-miler, he'd win it. Probably doing like 8 hours. I don't know, maybe even quicker. I got them sled dog races up here that I did a ride. Yukon Quest. Dogs are incredible. Just incredible. For the running. Jack, heel. Yeah, definitely. Jack. This is part of that loop course up here, that Alaska Endurance. Of course, snow's gone then. This is just, I don't know, quarter mile of it. Well, actually, this is, not sure. It's, at the end, you could do a loop. And if you don't want to do the 6-mile loop, this is the part of the little loop you can do after the race. After you think you don't have time to do another 6-mile, and you get, I think this loop here is a quarter mile total. You can total them up if you want at the end. Last year I did the 12-hour. Sure, I'm thinking of doing 24, but it's real early in June, and it's hard to get the right training here in June, before June, because right now carrying waters, you can only carry so much to keep from freezing, and the bladders and the tubes and everything. So generally I put my water in an insulated container, put it in a backpack. There is this sitting 100 here. That's outside of Wasala. I've done that. You carry all your goods on a sled, and then you carry a lot of water. Then 8 stations that this is sitting in are low. I think they're 25, 26 miles apart. So you gotta carry all your stuff in between. Jack, heel. Hey, come here. You heel, bud. So now we're off the little trail right there. This next section of trail got destroyed by a moose. So anyhow, we came up here to the university, and I'm gonna say it's been fun, and I'm gonna to let you guys go. I got 3 or 4 more miles to go. I'm gonna get on that one trail that's screwed up, and this battery's going really dead. So hope you enjoyed your time with it. If you like it, push the like button and subscribe to my channel.